enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Don't forget, Heat fans, that we'll be holding a special giveaway at our next home game. Every fan in attendance receives.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting... Hi, folks. Glad to have you with us here. You're watching the East quarterfinals of the NBA. And in terms of the NBA Cup tournament, this Eastern quarterfinals game is a must-win for these two group winners. Lose and you're out of the running for the NBA Cup.
Yeah, make no mistake. This might count as a regular season game statistically, but there's nothing regular about it. These teams are battling for their shot at that NBA Cup.
And this is, of course, a critical game for MP to come through and help his team stay alive in the battle for the NBA Cup. I'm anticipating the intensity to be a little more ramped up in this one.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you can sense that element of urgency. We're going to see players diving for the loose balls, hounding defense, some fast-paced action end-to-end. All eyes, including mine, will be on how MP rises to the occasion.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. We've got Mobley, also Duren out there, and it's Keith in at the 2-guard. Here's Mobley, and the layup is good off the glass.
Mobley is a gifted scorer down low.
And so James will bring it up for Miami. And their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. A stunning 23 straight victories so far.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose. One of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. We discussed how he wants his team to approach their matchup with Evan Mobley, and Coach said, we need to make him a jump shooter. Mobley is most effective around the rim. He's still developing his jump shot, and we need to take advantage of that. There should be a lot of resistance in the paint from his defense, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Keith. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. James, right side. Duren with a rebound.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
To the inside. Out to Mobley. Pass to Reynolds. Now here's Duren. 6 to shoot. Here's Keith. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall. Keith's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
And Grant, the Heat last season... retiring Udonis Haslam's number. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The
previous play is under review.
It was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. The 3, James drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Here's Finley, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Soft touch off the glass.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against.
For Miami, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Barrett is screen on Mobley. Here's James. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far. Cleveland has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Finley. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Mobley outside. Fires top of the key. And that's good for 2. Mobley's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
James can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Reynolds passes to Keith. And it's Miami with a rebound. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Finley. Here's Reynolds. Mobley with it. And here's Duran. Checked by James. Here's Reynolds. Rejected by James. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Miami shooting their first foul shot of the night.
First team foul. Now at the line,
James, no good on the free throw. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Reynolds' shot is off. For Miami, they've got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. To the middle. And it's James with the jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's Finley. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
And James gets it to go.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Keith, the pass to Duran. To the left wing. And the 3 off target. Heat leading by 4. Over to the left wing. Inside. Here's James. Barrett. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Reynolds. He's scoreless. Pass to Finley. And here's Mobley. Takes the 3. The rebound by Starks.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Keith. He's got 6. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Jones, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Heat leading by 6. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now here's Jones. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. Here's Reynolds. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
James deciding where to go with it. Pass to Barrett. Here's Dillingham. And here's James. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Finley passes to Duran. Out to Mobley. Beyond the arc. Dillingham with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Back to James. Stolen by Mobley. Now here's Jones. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Mobley outside. Here's Finley. Pass to Reynolds. From deep. James with the rebound. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. No good on the shot. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Finley. James with the rebound. James has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Udo, covered by Mobley. Pass to James. Again, the miss by James. Well, the Cavaliers shooting just 38% so far in this one. Finley passes to Mobley. Duran against Barrett. From deep, Mobley connects from downtown. Mobley's got 9 points.
I like everything he's doing so far offensively, finding his spots, making strong selections.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The great one in the last game against the Nuggets was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter of the game. Heat leading by 4. Down low. Here's James. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. James has got 30 points.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Pass to Finley. Mobley with it. 11 points in the game. From outside the arc. Shaw pulls it in.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Good D by Duran.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Here's Reynolds. Misses the layup.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Miami shooting their 2nd free throw attempt on the night. Both teams will make substitutions. James, no good on the free throw. The Cavaliers trail by 8. James with the rebound. James has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. It'll count. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Miami finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got James, and it's Poole in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Outside Jones. Here's Dadier. White with a screen on James. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And it's all from three-point range.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the paint. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. That'll be game number 4 of 7 on this current road trip. Heat leading by 10. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Poole. James with the ball. He's guarded by White. James can't get it to go.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Off target with the 3. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 10-point game. Tries to break his ice. Keefe's shot is good. Keefe's got 8 points. Here's James. He's got 34. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Miami?
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Here's Keefe. Give him 8 points now. Just his 4th make in 10 tries.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Heat leading by 9. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Now Jones, coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston. No good from outside.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
The 3, James knocks down the long J. James has got 42 in the game.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Jones sets a screen. Here's Dadier, still without a bucket. White with a screen on James. 5 on the clock. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Keefe. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 4 assists now tonight.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc, with just 1 in this half so far.
Now, here is James. He's got 44. Fires in the triple.
And this has been the story for them so far. They've been lights out from range, particularly in this quarter.
Jones from outside. And it's Poole with a rebound. Heat leading by 13. Here's James. Softly drops in the floater. James has got 49 in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Dadier from behind the arc. Rebound Miami. James has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Good work defensively by White. The Cavaliers trail by 15. It's hauled in by the Heat.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Inside, James. Good. He hits again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Well, Cleveland's shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Jones feels it out. Pass to Keith. They set the pick. To the wing on the left. Cleveland again missing.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
He buries it from 3. And the Heat lead by 20.
In general, they're finding good looks from beyond the arc, steadily improving as this game's going along.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Well, the Cavaliers shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Finley. Six on the shot clock. From deep, Mobley. The rebound by Starks.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Keith. He's got 13. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the bucket by the Heat. Pass to Mobley. Here's Finley. Nails it from 3. Finley's got 7 points in the game.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
For 3, James. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Pass to Finley. Down low. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Cavaliers trail by 19. Keith, the pass to Mobley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, B.A. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Jones, he's checked in for Cleveland.
One look at Evan Mobley, and you can see he is built for this position. The height, the length, he's got all the physical gifts that a power forward could ask for.
Here's Udo. No points so far. And there's James from the arc. No luck on that one. Here's Reynolds. Pass to Finley. Mobley outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Now Mobley. Here's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Mobley's got 18.
And this game belongs to Mobley so far, just doing it all on the offensive end.
Mobley against James. Good! That's another bucket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. Now, here is James. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Unable to get that one. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Jones, the pass to Reynolds. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
Previous play is under review.
video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official...
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at Cleveland. They've still got a solid hold on that third spot.
When I look at the Heat, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot in defending it with honor.
Now, here is James. There's the drive. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Duran's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Reynolds. Now here's Mobley. Outside Jones. Duran, the screen. Lets it fly. Out to Mobley. Fires the 3. Knocks down the triple. Mobley's got 10 points in the quarter.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
For 3, James. Duran with a rebound. Cavaliers trail by 13. Outside Jones. 1:36 left in the first half. Mobley with it, now guarded by Barrett. Mobley passes to Duran. And it's Mobley, that time on the assist from Jones. Mobley's got 23.
I just love the ball move.
And there's James from the arc. Hits the three-pointer. And the Heat lead by 14.
Ooh, he's been red hot from three-point range. How long will he keep it up?
Outside Jones. Pass to Reynolds. Mobley on a screen. Takes it inside. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Reynolds. The 3-ball. James with the rebound. James has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. And the first one at the line is good. Miami making a switch here. Poole's checked in. That one's no good. Cavaliers trail by 15. 20 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Reynolds. Mobley up top. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Duren. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Duren's gotten his second bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And so it's the Miami Heat in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break.
Howdy, folks. The moment you've been waiting for is here. Before we recap the first half, let's see what the standings look like in the East.
When I look at Miami, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And here's James. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Mobley out there with Jalen Duren. And it's Finley in at the 3.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed him early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Here's Finley. Pass to Keith. James against Mobley. Here's Keith. And a miss there on the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The 3, James. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Finley can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
And the shot goes down.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Keith. After the basket by Miami. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
James attacking. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Now here's Barrett. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Keith. Now Duren, guarded by Barrett. Out to Mobley. Launches a 3. Sinks the tray. Mobley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And he drops the first.
Now at the line,
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Here's Keefe. From outside, off the mark. Now, here is James. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Lets the 3 fly. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Reynolds. He's got 6. Rebound Miami. Starks has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Here's Shaw. Mobley grabs the board.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Mobley. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Heat leading by 18. To the middle. And slam dunk by James.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Finley. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from deep.
Giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Here's James. And blocked. That one goes careening. Back to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Mobley on. They match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 18.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
The 3, James. The rebound by Keefe. They swipe it. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Shaw's got 5 points in the quarter.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Pass to Keefe. To the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Here's James. And yes, another basket.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Here's Keefe. He's got 18. Mobley passes to Keefe. The 3-pointer off the mark.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And the basket by Shaw.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Finley. 10 points for him. Pass to Keefe. Duren, the screen. Takes a 3. And it's Keefe missing.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And the basket by Shaw.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Finley. Pass to Mobley to end the run. Rebound Miami. Starks has got 6 rebounds now in the game. James against Duren. James can't get it to go. Well, Cleveland's shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
3-pointer. Sends it home from 3-point land. James has got 18 points now here in the second half. Here's Finley. Mobley on a screen. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cleveland making a change here. Jones is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Cleveland has possession. Pass to Reynolds. Outside Jones. The bank shot, no good. Miami shooting the ball at 60%, an excellent average. Here's Dillingham. Yet to see a basket. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And the three-point contest is one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend. Here are some of the contenders who have a shot to compete in the event.
And perhaps that list changes a little between now and All-Star Weekend, but I would have no problems if those guys end up competing.
He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the...
Nice finish. Man, big time right there.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From deep, Mobley. Rebound by the Heat.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Pass to Dillingham for 3. The shot's good on the assist by James. Dillingham's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff. And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Shaw. Back to James. And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's hauled in by White.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Jones with the ball. No made baskets yet. Here's Mobley looking to end the run. That shot off the mark. James against Mobley. Back to James. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Jones. James with the block. Here's Udo. Down low. Here's Shaw. Knocks it down from distance. Shaw's got 16 points here in the second half.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Minute 32 left in the third quarter. Mobley, left side. Up top, White. 4-3. He's off on that one. And so James will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Cleveland shooting just 37% in the game. Inside. Hits yet again. Wow!
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. Outside Jones. And another miss by Cleveland.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Guarded by Poole. Mobley, a screen on Poole. Clock at 6. Mobley outside to end the drought. That shot off.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
James outside. He got it up. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Miami Heat making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got James, and it's Ryan in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Dadier. James with the rebound. Miami shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Robbed. Here's Keith. To the paint. Here's White. Shot from the low post is good.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
It's James with the drive, and the rebound goes to Cleveland.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. All right, a moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Cleveland. On Thursday, they'll be playing the Lakers in Los Angeles. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
The upside of road trips, like the one they have scheduled, is you really get a chance to come together as a team. It's a great way to get closer with your squad and build trust among your teammates.
Here's Udo. Off target from outside. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Here's Keith. Outside Jones. This one for 3. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's gotten 4 this quarter.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Pass to Ryan. Here's Udo. It's Poole on the wing. Down low. Here's James. It's hauled in by White. White's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Ryan gets it to go.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. White. Here's Dadier. No good on the triple. The Heat have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Count it.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Jones in the post. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. The shot by James, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. To the inside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
And so James will bring it up for the Heat. Here's Udo to the middle. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. James has got 4 points in the quarter. And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's Keith. There's the three. Rebound by the Heat.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
Here's Jones. Finished off the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
James can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Outside Jones. Fires for 3. That shot, no good. And for the Heat, they're shooting just 38% here in the fourth. And there's James from the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Poole against Jones. Down low. Here's White. It's rebounded by Ryan.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Inside. James inside. The layup off target. Cleveland has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Pass to Reynolds. Back to Jones. To the paint. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And here's James. And it's James with the jam.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Jones. Rebound Miami.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And he gets that one.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Well, Cleveland's shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
On target from range.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
The shot by James, no good. Cleveland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Tipped away. Poole with the ball. He's picked up by Jones. It's Poole with the drive. Count it. Good.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Check by James. Launches it. Can't hit that one.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Bailey's shot is off. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting only 36% so far in this game. Outside White. Well, Richard, one thing we're seeing an emphasis on by the league, mental health.
I'm surprised it took people so long to understand how grueling of a mental task it is to try and be one of the 450 year in and year out.
We've been watching him hold court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Here's Keith. Shoots from 14. That shot is off. Pass to Ryan. The shot's good on the assist by James. Ryan's gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Keith. They need this. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
You got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
McGee, he's checked in for Miami. For three, James. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got rebound number 11. Here's Keith. Duren, the pass to Mobley. Here's Finley. Back to Mobley. The three is up. He drops it from range. Mobley's got 33.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Miami making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. From downtown, Finley can't hit.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's James. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reynolds. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
And there's James from the arc. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Duren's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Finley. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Ryan.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Back to James. And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Here's Finley. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, BA, what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
Pass to James. Wallace outside. Poole with the ball. And there's James from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart. Out here.
Finley gets the bucket.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Great positioning on the putback.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Pass to Reynolds. And here's Mobley.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Miami making a switch here.
Personal foul. third team foul. Now in the game, number 35, Jesse Long.
Here's Reynolds, guarded by Poole. Lets it go from 11 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And so James will bring it up for Miami.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the Great One.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Pass to Keith. Jacks up a three. Drops in the three.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops it. Just let him roll.
That free throw good from James. And he can't hit the second. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Keith. The three. Finley can't hit.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. So no problem for Miami as they get the win, showing the rest of the Eastern Conference what kind of team they're going to be this year.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do in the semifinals. The NBA Cup has a way of humbling teams.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you. Solid effort tonight on both ends.